So what is human-centered design? Human-centered design is a really fun process that is very iterative, collaborative, could be interdisciplinary. And what it's really doing is it's providing a problem-solving cycle to potentially come up with solutions of an ill-structured problem, a wicked problem, maybe even a tameable problem. Now, with that being said, no matter where you are in the process, what you're really thinking about is the human. The human is at the core of human-centered design. So what do I mean by that? When I'm going to go into a problem or be brought into, let's say, a collaborative group, I should not enter that table, go to that group with a solution, which many of us do. So what I want to do is enter into a problem, do as much research as I possibly can with the group, go out and interview, but not just interview to get answers that I want, interview to have a discussion and to see not only what someone says, but to see what their emotions are, what is not there and what is there, to go out there and observe. So I could really look at to see how is somebody operating, how is a group of people operating, how is a society operating, and see what is happening and then also see what is not happening. So what we're really trying to do is solve based on humans and not just based on solutions. And in order to do that, I come to the table to try to define a problem, figure out what that problem is, and then go through a process that's very iterative, that involves a lot of prototyping, that involves a lot of synthesis, and all, again, deep-rooted in empathy to propose, to pitch, to commit to a solution that will be tested out there with the user. And with human-centered design, I just want to emphasize that it is not only product-based, it is social-based, it is economical-based, it is environmental, it's experiential. You can solve problems for just about anything. And what I really admire the most about this process is it is based on being inclusive, based on creating diverse groups to solve problems where the expert contributes to a solution but doesn't have the only answer, because we know whenever you produce anything, you have to not only understand what the stakeholders are doing, who you're designing with and for, but also you got to understand all different types of disciplines. So for example, if I'm designing, let's say, a space in architecture, it's one thing to have a designer, an architect in there, but what about the sociologist? What about the psychologist? What about the lawyer? What about someone who has no influence on design, but they just use these type of spaces? And everybody's coming together, very inclusive, very diverse, and you're trying to really ultimately get the best solution.